Hello, my name is Ralph Bromely, and here I am in the home of Dale and Linda Bolton. And just wanting to recapture some of the thoughts that were shared yesterday's session about Hope for the Nations and children at risk. As I said, I'm the president of Hope for the Nations, and we work with children at risk around the world. And sometimes we ask the question, how is it that children become so vulnerable? How is it that they become so exploited around the world? We began yesterday's session by stating that very simply we live in a world of chaos. We only need to look back over the last number of months looking at global prices of petrol, how that's impacted the market. We've viewed television spots about the mortgage crisis in the United States, how that is literally plunging millions of people into places where now they lose their home. And as these umbrellas of security are removed, we find that this ripple effect actually is around the world, is where in these various nations they have various umbrellas that are removed also, umbrellas of security. The children today, who are over half the world's population, are the most vulnerable subjects on the face of this planet. And there's very many forms of at-risk children. So in a climate of chaos, children become much more vulnerable. When they're vulnerable, they become much more exploited. And organizations, corporations, individuals are all too quick to exploit the child. They're exploited for war, they're exploited for the sex tourism, they're exploited for child slave labor. They're exploited in so many ways. And these are the very ones that Hope for the Nations is interested in helping. Our measure of intervention is the home. We believe that it's most important to bring children into the safety of a home and a loving environment. Our motto is this, is today's orphans, we believe, will be tomorrow's leaders. So if we can gather children into homes, and if we can provide nurture for them, safety for the child, bring them into education, and we know that in time, and it's a matter of 10-15 years, that these children will become leaders as we pour the right ingredients into the nurture into their root systems as they develop. And so we begin our ventures in many nations of the world, and primarily with Dale and Linda, we're working in Africa, and their interest certainly is moving to Asia, where we find ourselves in many different countries there, and helping the child in the home. We build children's homes, we develop some of these into small villages. Next comes the schools for education, organic marketing, gardening, to get good health care, food into the child. And so we love the children. But what is so unique is that when we begin to look at the children as one face at a time, that we can make a difference in each life. And so we bring boys and girls into homes. We work with each child. And this is where our invitation is for yourselves to come and to help the child. Come work with us and develop ways that we can see a child come into each of their destinies.